In this video I decided to run 50 kilometers from Aarhus to Horsens. No training, no plan, just a free morning and a random thought. Over 90% of you voted that you want to see this, so here you go.
So tired, bro. Wait, does this end? No, that's not even my intro right now. I just got like a crazy idea which I'm going to follow up on. Basically me just going on a jog. Should I place this camera or should I just walk around it? I don't even know, man. The thing is, I have not planned anything.
Okay, enough of the yapping. I was exhausted, as you probably could tell. The only real preparation I had was the couple of beetroot shots, which I was actually meant to take for the World Championship. This whole thing was completely spontaneous. I had the morning free, and for some reason I just felt like I needed to run. I even texted a friend the day prior to ask if he wanted to join me, you know, for safety, navigation and company. But he asked a fair question: why not just do it alone?
I'm salt. I don't want myself to be prepared at all. That's all I'm going to take. Wondering why am I even doing this, and there's no simple answer. Strange, because I don't need to run right now. I'm not training for a marathon. I haven't trained for a marathon in a year, more than a year.
Forrest Gump meets David Goggins. I checked the weather. It was going to be absolutely terrible. Cold, rainy, windy. But by then I had already decided that the next 5 hours were going to be spent running.
I inspires you guys to try to push yourself out of your limits. Hair is so messy. That's also how you know it's not planned at all. And these right here are my shoes. The main thing, and so what? Those are running shoes, but they're not made at all for running distance. And also I bought them for like 40-50 bucks. So yeah, don't think these are optimal at all. I'm going to run with power bank, so can't lie, I don't think it's charged. I should get going, guys.
So here I was, free to run. The only problem, I had a class at 4 p.m. back in Aarhus. So I packed a bag for the first 5 kilometers, locked it at the gym near the campus, and I hope to make it back in time.
Your lower than usual HRV may indicate you need more time for recovery. Well, I guess we don't have time for that.
And here I was, making my intrusive thoughts impulsive. Everything felt smooth as I took my first steps. Until...
Yeah, bro, I got some terrible news. I gotta run back because I don't even have my wallet on me. I don't have my gloves. Like, kind of the reason why I feel like I have to do this run, because I'm so frustrated. Sometimes I don't get things done. And even right now, why am I walking? But we gotta start from fresh.
I honestly felt a bit embarrassed, already making a mistake from the get-go, but I still tried to stay positive.
That's another thing. In life, most of the times, vast majority of the times, it's positive to think positively, or at least don't think negative. If I were to think about all the excuses, like I haven't slept, I haven't recovered, I haven't eaten properly, I haven't trained for this, and also I don't even know the whole route, so it's also going to be frustrating to check all the time. Charging my phone. Think positively or don't think at all. Just do it. Still kind of feel awkward when I'm filming in public. Alright guys, 6 kilometers in, 30 minutes onto our first banana. Feeling good still. So yeah, there's too much noise for me to speak. Yeah, so what I wanted to say is that bananas are really good fuels, contain carbs, a lot of potassium, and that's gonna help with reducing chances of muscle cramp.
Dropping the bag and buying some bananas definitely gave me some momentum.
You may be thinking, am I already thirsty? The answer is no, of course not. You gotta be disciplined enough to understand that you get some fluid in, especially water and electrolytes. And I've just noticed that whilst I'm running on this route, not a lot of stops later on. So it's important to get some fuel in early on. 10 kilometers already, 20% done. I feel like I'm getting in mentally in the zone. To be totally honest, I didn't even want to make a video of this. I feel like that's kind of defeating the purpose, but I had to make a video. So I thought, why not? 2 birds, 1 stone. That's what I usually do. I'm just gonna film like maybe a total of 20 minutes. So one good thing, you always gotta stay positive, remember, is that the rest of the road or route is basically just going straight. Oh yeah, downhill. That's nice. Oh my god. Circle K right there, but I'm not feeling it. Try to continue and hope there's something. Okay guys, I think we're allowed to put up the pace a bit now. Yeah bro, so now we are officially out of the city of Aarhus. I think it's going to be a bit calmer. Okay, this was a whole lot better. We are around 10 miles in, 1.5 hours, but I think it's a bit too fast. We're only about 1/3 of the way. I can already feel my knee. It's not used to this. Also, I'm always like a fast starter, and it always ends up biting me. Okay guys, so we went off the road. This seems a whole lot more peaceful, so I'm happy with that. It started to rain already. It's not a secret that people like David Goggins, they inspire me, but at the same time, they also like give me the urge to become better. I'm not looking up to these guys. It's almost rather that I want to be better than these guys, and that's the motivation. And although I'll never be a better distance runner, ultra marathoner than David Goggins, because that's not my aim, I feel like the essential thing about running without a plan, just going for it. Looking at someone like David Goggins, get a whole lot of excuses and say, I'm not used to running this distance, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, he's 50 years old. He's got much worse knees than me. I'm a younger guy, so I'm an athlete. I should be able to at least do 50 kilometers, because that guy, he's able to do 300 plus. So if he's able to do that, then this should be very easy. That kind of helps me getting through all this, because if someone else can do it, you can do it too, right? Another thing that you probably notice is I have no headphones on, and that's also something that I just chose to do, because I usually run with headphones, and I didn't want this to be a usual run, 70 kilometers. I didn't want this to be just the usual run. I wanted this to be kind of a meditation, and I feel like, as David Goggins calls it, it's cheating. Or I wouldn't call it cheating, because body still works, but this is all mental. This helps one get through a lot of things, helps build confidence, going through uncertainties. Okay, which way is it? Speaking of uncertainty.
Yeah, this might be getting a bit too philosophical, but we as a human species are actually built for endurance, and I feel like most of the time we don't really utilize or train it. So most of us actually never even get to test our own capabilities. It's a tragedy to be able to do something and never realize you're able to do it. I think it's better to burn out and find your limits than never find your limits.
Yeah, so we are back on the road, as you can see, and I thought, why not eat this more than half a marathon in, still feeling solid. I'm not running as fast. I'm slowing down my pace, as you can see. So just emptying my mind helps a lot. Just clearing everything out, because I feel like lately there's been a lot of toxicity, and one should be able to handle it on their own, and this is a way, I guess, to handle it. I don't know. I don't even know if it looks beautiful. I was about to comment on it, but I don't want to lie, it's just water, so. Oh guys, a shoe. Just entered.
So after a long time, I finally reached another town, and I kind of had to stop by as I realized the next several kilometers there wasn't actually anything to buy.
And the reason why I'm filming from this angle, I'm charging with the power bank, or at least I'm trying to. I don't know, nah, let's not do that. No cheat meals either, so. I can't lie, it's a bit scary running here on the street while cars are passing by like that. I can't really tell if I'm sweating a lot or if it's just the rain. Now it's getting much worse. So I really have to run in this or on the mud, and all these cars running behind me. Yeah, guys, it's not looking good, but at the same time, I picked a good time to run because there's not a lot of cars, quite empty. Or maybe else. bad timing, but you get the point. Anyways, I wonder what all these people inside their cars they think when they see me running here. They might think I'm some immigrant. I just hope they're not calling the police. That's a pro when it comes to music. And my feet are so wet now. Ain't this where they filmed the Teletubbies? My slowest kilometers. I don't know if you should put some pace on because this is very annoying. As you can see, loads of trucks coming here and I'm almost falling over. Too much wind and when the cars are driving by, there's even more wind. Like, look at that, bro. He's doing the smooth criminal Michael Jackson. So tired. Oh, when does this end? Just acting for the intro. Gotta get you hooked on that. Fine, bro. Only half a marathon left. Oh damn. You can say it's an uphill battle. There's a buffalo. Oh, 2 buffaloes. Pretty cute.
Yeah, wow, if that transition doesn't make you subscribe and like this video, I don't know what will.
Though I tried to act with will, it is kind of annoying. It's a route. Get it? Okay, what is that stairway to heaven kind of thing? Also, it may have been a bit stupid that I haven't filmed this way. Okay, take a look at that. Wow, the happy is happening all the time right now, like every half minute. So obviously it's not the best place to go for a run, but as I said from the very beginning, it's not about being optimal. This is the exact opposite. Just run a bit faster maybe to make sure that I can get the train back home.
I randomly ran into a guy who had seen me earlier in the day while I was driving. He looked shocked to see I was still running hours later.
They told me to reduce the pace. We finally decided to turn, do it.
I'm pretty bad at capturing the convo, but here's some of it.
Fuck, hvor er du sej.
Tak skal du
Hvor langt skal du?
Jamen, jeg har løbet hele vejen fra Aarhus til jeg løber hele vejen til Horsens. Så
Wow!
tak skal du
Hvor
have.
lang tid skal det gå?
Det skal gå omkring 5 timer. Så jeg er der forhåbentlig om 1 time og 20 minutter, så
Held
skal
og
jeg nu
lykke.
mit tog. Og
Held og lykke.
tak skal du have.
Godt, god tur.
That small compliment gave me so much energy, I had to pass it forward right after.
Help support other people while you also need support. And as you can see, I do need. I should do that more often because I feel so good inside right now. I feel like I could probably do 20, and that's not.
But I didn't have much time to waste.
I don't want to speak too much. Time to log in. Now at least it feels legal to run.
Like looking back at the footage, the rain doesn't
are the
look as
signs.
bad as it actually
Alright,
was.
guys,
Like I
we
remember
just
telling people that I was going
the
for a run,
marathon
and these people thought I was
which
crazy
is
running this weather, let
pretty
alone
cool, but
50 kilometers in
still, it's
places
kinda
I've
funny to
never
think that
been.
Approximately 1 hour slower than when I trained dedicated.
I had about an hour
marathon,
left before my
like 12
train left
or
Horsens,
16
so I had to keep a pace of around 6 minutes per kilometer. It doesn't sound fast, but I had basically run a full marathon already. No proper fuel, socks completely soaked, rain everywhere, my phone was barely working with the navigation. I even ran the wrong direction at one point.
Guys, we went the wrong way. We have to turn. Oh, I can feel we're starting to cramp a bit, but it's only 5 kilometers left. Alright, because we are also getting closer and closer and closer. It needs to be much more satisfying than that one. Oh, I can see the sign. Let's go! Oh man, we finally did it. I don't have a lot of storage left. I'm kind of messing with my phone, trying to delete some stuff whilst running because I have to catch my train in 20 minutes. So, oh yeah, but it's been such a good ride. There's less than 3 kilometers left. So, oh guys, yeah, there's so much rain right now. By the way, it's extremely. I don't really care because we almost finished.
I got to the station 5 minutes before departure. I tried to grab something quick to eat. The worker said it would take less than a minute. 3 minutes later, I got the most tasteless meal of my life. And let's just say, it was definitely not worth it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I just missed my train like that. So I was sitting there in misery, trying to take thumbnail photos, but the rain and cold had actually destroyed my phone. And I was sitting there shivering while waiting for the train, and when it arrived, yeah, it was completely packed. I had to stand the entire way back, but thankfully I had this all planned out. I still felt terrible, but somehow I made it back to the gym, grabbed my bag, took a shower, and limped into class just in time. And yes, I forgot to pack extra shoes, so I sat there all muddy in class after running 50 kilometers. So yeah, we did it. We still managed to get to class, and honestly, it wasn't even that hard. Not because it was easy, but because I didn't overthink it. No music, no sleep, bad weather, no preparation. This is what happens when you stop waiting and just move in life. I'm not extremely proud either, and I'm kind of proud of not being proud, because it doesn't just keep me going, it keeps me improving. Anything else will be a waste. And I'm going to finish this with a poem I actually wrote on the way. I didn't quite finish it, but this is how it sounds. I didn't know how to start, I don't know how to finish. All alone in the cold, somewhere between pain and peace, somewhere between the lock and the keys. Just like in life, one step at a time, keep moving, don't look back. And just like in life, breathing is everything, because once you stop, it's hard to find the rhythm again. So breathe.